my God, it's so hot. We're back live. Back live. Okay. Okay, hey everybody. Welcome back to today's live. I'm hot. I'm late. I'm not late on purpose though. I'm late for good reason. I was picking up some home decor items. Is that a good reason? It's a good reason. I think it's a good enough reason. I was picking up some home decor items, so that's why I am late to the live today. And I'm excited about the topic. So I'm gonna give everybody a few minutes to come because, I'm about like an hour late to get in here to talk about today's live. Y'all listen, one of my biggest goals for this year, I don't like to wait until the new year to start my goals. I like to, if I have a goal set, I like to start the goal as soon as I think about it. I don't like to wait like, oh, I'm gonna start on Monday. Starting on Monday for me is just, I don't know, maybe like tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. But one of my biggest goals is to hold myself accountable, to hold myself responsible, and to honor my commitments. That's something I'm really working on for myself and for, I ain't gonna say 2024, like I'm working on it now, right? So in next month, starting December 1st, there's a Vlogmas, and Vlogmas is where YouTubers, content creators upload a video every single day for the first 24, 25 days up until Christmas, right? So every day I'm gonna be vlogging and uploading. So technically it's going to start tomorrow, and then I'll upload on December 1st, will be the first vlog. So I'll be going along with that. I do have some pre-recorded content that I will be throwing in there because it's just, I don't feel like I can keep up with demand, but that's what I'll be doing. So I want to hold myself accountable, and even though I am late to this live, I still want to hold myself accountable because on Wednesdays, those are my live days. So during Vlogmas, I'll post a vlog every day except for Wednesday, and on Wednesdays, I will go live. So I'm gonna start that now, trying to hold myself accountable to do things. But I was out picking up some decor items from another expat who is moving. She's leaving Merida, and a friend of mine was staying in her house, kind of like subleasing kind of situation. And when I went up there, I was like, oh, it's so cute. And she was like, yeah, that's, my friend's stuff. I'm like, ooh, I like it. And then when she said she was moving, I was like, well, just let me know when she get ready to move, because I want to pick up a couple of her items. She has like some like Afro boho decor design that's like her thing. And so I had to go make that happen because she has to be out of her house in like 48 hours. So I had to go over there and like, pick up the things that I got. So it took me a while, but I'm here. But I definitely want to talk about this topic because I feel like no to some people is an offensive word, right? And I know it can be offensive culturally. Some adults don't like when kids say no. Some kids don't like when adults say no. Like, no is a hard word for people, but no, to me, no is probably my favorite word, right? No is my favorite word. And I think the reason why it's my favorite word is because I respect myself, my time, my space, and I'm okay with telling people no, and being 100% okay with it, especially if it's something I don't want to do. And I think as an expat, particularly living here in Mexico, I think that no for some people is hard to say, right? And here's the reason why I'll say that. A lot of times when hiring like services, like a plumber or the pool keeper or something, saying something like that, they will say that they can do something when in reality they cannot do it. But they don't like to say no because everyone wants to be so nice and so friendly and so helpful that they don't just know how to say no. Like, no, I can't do that. No, I don't know how to do that. No, I don't want to do that. no, you're not paying me enough for that. You know what I'm saying? Some people have such a hard time with accepting or saying the word no because they don't want to come off as the bad guy, right? They don't want to be the person that people are offended by or they are uncomfortable with. Also, the other thing is some people don't like saying no, like I can't do something, right? Like, oh, we're gonna all go to out to drink on Thursday, right? And they don't want to say no. Like they don't want to go drink. They don't. They tired of drinking. We went drinking yesterday. We went drinking last week. We went drinking the week before. I don't want to do that. So some people have a hard time saying no. I don't want to do that, or no. I just like no. Just the word no, right? They have a hard time with it, and I think that that's very important when you're here, especially if you have people working in your house. Like sometimes, say you have like a housekeeper, the housekeeper will ask you for things, the housekeeper will ask you for money, the housekeeper will ask you for days off with pay. The housekeeper will start asking you for things that you are just like, I'm uncomfortable with this, asking you to pay for their transportation, asking you to pay for things that's just like outside of the original agreement and scope of the work relationship. And some people feel uncomfortable with saying no to that. And I think it comes from like a place of like, I don't want to seem like I'm overprivileged, or I don't want to seem insensitive to the cause or things that are going on. But in reality, if you don't have set clear boundaries with everybody, right? It's not just clear boundaries with people who work for you. It's not just clear boundaries with partners or intimate relationships. It's not just clear boundaries with friends. Like if you don't set boundaries with people, people will run all over you. Like being a people pleaser will cost you time, it will cost you money, it will cost you energy, it will cost you relationships, right? Because you can only take so much of people pleasing until you just get to the point to either you avoid that, like just seriously avoid that person, you grow to resent that person, resent the relationship, resent the job. Like some people at work, they can't tell their boss no, like, oh, you do this, and you're like, damn, I already got a stack of stuff to do. I don't want to be responsible for anything else. But because you don't know how to say no, then you turn out to be somebody who's constantly receiving extra work, extra tasks, picking up the slack for everybody else because you're just the person that says yes, yes, yes until you burn yourself out, but you still get the same amount of pay as your peers or less pay, and sometimes, child, less pay in some situations because you don't know how to say no, okay? The word no is going to be I don't know, I just think the word no, like learning the word no either before you get here or when you get here, it's going to help you because you're going to be in situations where people are going to ask you to borrow money, right? They're going to be like, hey, friend Kitty, I need to borrow, $40 until Friday. And in reality, you don't want to give that person $40, because maybe y'all don't have that type of relationship. This person is irresponsible with money. You just don't like loaning money to people. I don't recommend loaning money to people, like new people you just meeting and stuff like that when you move abroad. But you get to that point and then you loan this money to this person. You don't know that person very well, and they just disappear with your money. And then now you're in a situation where instead of you just saying no like you felt like you should have said no from the beginning, you're stuck in a situation where now you're mad, you're irritated, you're upset because that person took advantage of your kindness, right? Because you didn't want to say no and you didn't have clear boundaries, or you wanted to say yes, but again you didn't have clear boundaries and saying, okay, I'm gonna loan you this money, but I need this money back by this date. And XYZ, whatever, whatever the case may be. Why does it look like my hair is falling out right here? Okay, that's a little weird. Okay, so sorry about that. So the word no, okay. A lot of people will invite themselves over to your house, or invite themselves to functions that you're going to, or invite you to stuff, like make plans with you in mind, and didn't even ask you, like, oh, we're all gonna go over to game night at somebody's house, and they'll be like, oh, okay, and you'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna be there with Kitty, and then next thing you know, they're having a party. Maybe you told your friend, like, oh, I don't feel like going, and then the host that was throwing the event was expecting you to show up, and you don't show up. So now the host feels some type of animosity, feels some type of way towards you because you didn't show up, you didn't honor a commitment, and it's like, I didn't agree to that, but because you don't have clear boundaries with that other person, and you told them that, and they went ahead and made plans for you. So now you're responsible for that. And who's to say that that event didn't have like a sub cost to it? Like it was, 200 pesos per person or 400 pesos. So the event host may have put the event together because they were expecting a certain amount of people to attend, and you were part of the head count. But because you didn't have like clear boundaries and saying no, somebody else went ahead and made plans for you, and now you are, I'm not gonna say you're responsible for it because you never said yes, but because you didn't have clear boundaries, then now the line is blurred. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now you're in a situation where it's like people looking at you crazy, you too nice, don't want to tell your friend, X, Y, Z, and you just get to this point where people pleasing is not healthy. And when you move abroad and your network, your community, your connections, your friend zone, friends is smaller, you kind of feel like more pressure. Well, some people feel more pressure. I don't feel more pressure. Some people feel more pressure that they need to be at every event, that they need to make every birthday event, that they need to make every outing, every night to the bar, every beach meetup, they feel the need, like, oh my God, I just need to make it to all these things, instead of just realistically saying, no, I don't want to go. I ain't doing it. Not today. Maybe another time. Some people just don't feel comfortable with that. Now, where does that come from? In my opinion. Now, this is not a professional opinion. This is just my very humble opinion. I think it comes from, as kids, a lot of us were not empowered to say the word no, right? And not to say just like no, F that, just like no, like you don't want to do something, right? And I know in a lot of cultures, it's not just Black cultures, I know in a lot of cultures that kids are not allowed to say no. Kids are not allowed to have opinions. And then we raise them, or we were raised, because I don't raise my daughter like that, but we were raised, and then you get up to a point where you're always having to say yes. You're not allowed to say no, right? And then they're like, oh, I don't know why my daughter Sally is such a follower. Like, she's so smart. Like, why is she? Well, okay, because you taught her to just say yes to everything. You took her voice, you took her opinions, you took her choice by saying, just do what I tell you to do. Do as I told you to do. Do as I say, not as I do. You know what I'm saying? Just do it, comply, and get along. And then you wonder why when the kids grow up and they're just followers, right? It's because you never instilled in them the sense of self for them to feel empowered to say no to anybody. Now, is it what you say or how you say it, or a combination of the two, right? I fully believe that there is a combination of the two. Hey, you want to go out? No, I don't feel like going out. I don't feel like going out. Oh, come on, I don't want to go out. I said no, right? That should be, no is a full sentence. That should be enough, right? But then if you say the first time they ask you, hey, you want to go out? No, F you, I don't want to go out with you, right? You see that? It's like levels. Now, depending on the person, depending on the no that they're going to get also, right? So I think it's not what you say, it's how you say it in the combination of two. And that's where you get to the point of the power of no, right? So if somebody says, hey, you want to do something, you say no. A very firm no oftentimes is better than a getting cussed out no, right? Sometimes, no. My dog doesn't hear no. He doesn't understand no. So, a very firm no is a lot stronger, I feel like, than saying you know what I'm saying, a week no, like, oh, I don't think so, like, I don't know, I don't, maybe not, maybe, I don't know. Like, that's gonna get your boundaries pushed, right? Because they feel like, oh, well, she's not committed to this. No, he's not committed to this. No, then I'm gonna see if I can actually get them on board with whatever I have going on. And so I think that's where a lot of people was like, oh, well, I said no. Well, did you really say no, or did you beat around the bush? Did you hint at the word no? Or did you firmly and clearly say no? Just like, hell no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go there. I want to be there. I want to eat that. I want to see that. You know what I'm saying? That's what it comes down to, right? And peer pressure gets worse and worse every day, right? And the reason why I feel like peer pressure is becoming so strong for a lot of people to do a lot of things is due to social media, right? And then some people experience FOMO, or the fear of missing out on things. So if they see everybody went to the beach club this weekend and everybody's gonna be there, right? And they don't want to go to the beach club. Like me, I'm not a fan of Kokomo Beach Club, right? I don't think their food is very good. It's very far. And it's just regular. It's just regular. It's just regular degular. And they don't have any beds there. I like beds, So I'm like, just not like I'm just not like a big fan of Kokomo, right? For the cost. So I'm not gonna go unless it's something I really, really just want to do or something like that. So I'm not going to intentionally go to Kokomo Beach Club. So if somebody was like, "Oh, we just gonna go there for the week, so Saturday to hang out," I'd be like, "Okay, y'all have fun," because I don't want to go there. Now, unless I just wanted to go, but in general, I'm probably not gonna go. But some people can't say no, even though they may not like the location they're going to. They can't say no because the worst thing that can happen is they not end up in the Instagram photos. They could not end up in the YouTube clip. They could not end up in a, oh my God, we had a time last night. They could not end up in that thread or that chat or that. They could not end up there. And they will feel like, oh my God, like, I feel some type of way, or think that people feel some type of way about them not showing up, instead of just owning, like, okay, that event wasn't for me, or that space wasn't for me, and it's okay with that, when it comes down to it. The other thing about not saying no is some people don't realize that saying no is going to help them save money, right? So many people come out here and they come on limited budgets, right? Everybody got a budget. Some people got big budgets, some people got little budgets, but everybody got a budget. Whether they adhere to it or not, there's a limit to how much you can spend for everybody. So they don't want to say, like, no, I can't do that this week, right? I can't do that this week, you know what I'm saying? Gotta pay rent and electricity and all this other good stuff. I can't do that this week. I gotta off, right? So instead of saying no, they may stretch themselves and stretch themselves and stretch themselves to get things done. In reality, no would have saved them, the 3,500 pesos, right? No would have saved them the Uber. Like, oh, just come over for a little bit, okay? Like, okay, a little bit cost the Uber ride. A little bit is probably gonna turn into get some food, grab a bottle, then an Uber ride back home. Then you're gonna be tired in the morning. You might call out to work. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? It starts adding up, just a little bit of a hangout starts to become expensive because you start factoring in all the little things together. So, and maybe something that was supposed to be, an affordable or free, a low cost trip can quickly add up. Instead of just saying, no, I'm gonna stay at the house and watch this, I don't know, free TV that I don't know if it's free because you gotta pay electricity, but I'm gonna stay at home and do something indoors opposed to going outside. But not saying no will land you in situations. Not saying no, who all gonna be over there? I love who all gonna be over there. I have become a who all gonna be over there professional now because I'm a little more selective about where I'm going these days. So with that in mind, who all gonna be there? Say somebody that's gonna be there that I want to hang around. All right, I'm not gonna be there. I'm not going. I'm not going. Why not? Why not? Da, da, da. A, if you don't know who all gonna be over there, I'm not going. And B, if people gonna be there that I don't want to be around, I'm not going. And I'm okay with that because I like it at home. You know, it's okay here. It's pretty nice here. I like it here. So saying no is okay, even if like your favorite people are going and you don't want to go, or you want to hang out with your friends or XYZ, you can't come to another compromise. Just say no. Okay? No. I'm not going on vacation with y'all because y'all stay in cheap hotel rooms with the sketchy looking comforters and the weird looking paneling on the wall. I don't want to go there. So no, I'm not gonna go on this trip. But y'all have fun and send pictures. Bring me back a souvenir. That's the best I got for you. Matter of fact, you ain't even gotta take no pictures or bring me back a souvenir. Y'all just have fun when it comes down to it. Saying no will save you because next thing you know, you go on the trip and you get there and the sheets was sketchy, the room smell weird, you get robbed, all kinds of weird stuff because you knew this is not the type of accommodations you want to stay in, but instead you didn't want to say no, or you passively said no, like I'm not really sure, like I don't know this hotel, da 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 da. Now you just stayed in a Roach Motel because you don't have the confidence and assurance within yourself to say no. Uh-oh, 2 comments just popped up. Not doing the pop-ups, that's no bueno. Yo, what is going on? Hello Dante, how are you? Okay, I don't know. I don't even know if anybody watching this live. I don't even know if anybody is watching this live because I can't even see if anybody is on here. Okay. Bye. Okay, what's up, Charles? So, yes, so I really think that everybody should find within themselves a way to say no and to stand on it. I don't think it's a gender specific thing either. You know what I'm saying? And then also if you can't say no, then find a way to separate yourself from the situation. It's okay, they be like, oh, we about to go XYZ, you be like, oh, okay. I gotta run to the house and grab my wallet and then I'm gonna meet y'all there. And just go home. Hi Carlos, how are you? I think I think you just gotta find a way to learn how to be okay with being out, with being I don't want to say left out, but just not always being on the scene, not always being the savior to people. For some reason, family back home seems to believe if you move to Mexico, then all of a sudden you have a ridiculous amount of money, right? They seem to think that once you move to Mexico, because the cost of living is more affordable, they think now you have just all this extra cash that you can donate to their fancies and frolicking around the world. I'll be back from 4 to 8 December. You just gonna be back for 4 days? 4 days? That's not a long time, Charles. So I think that, once you get to that point, when you get here, you just need to really be honest and just tell your family no. You know what I'm saying? Just tell them no. Because especially if you're not on like a visa of some sort, like a temporary or a permanent visa, then you need to be realistic because the U.S. and Mexico don't have the best relationship. It's not the greatest relationship. It's okay, but it ain't that great. They can ask you to leave when they get ready to. Hi, Jimmy. Charles, I'm in college. Charles, you in college? You a college student? I don't know. That little face at the end lets me know like you may or may not be in college. I'm good. How are you? So I think that when we get to the point to where we feel like in our friendships, relationships, professional working relationships, that we can't say no, we got to figure out how to do that. I don't care if it's you gotta send a note to them or something, you know what I'm saying, and just say to them that no is what I'm going with. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, that's your business. I'm retired military. Exactly. If you retired, then you just be popping in and out of Merida, like just popping in and out of Merida. Go to school in San Diego. What you go to school for? 4 to 8. Then how you gonna go to school in San Diego but then live in Merida? This is not adding up, Charles. This is not adding up. It's not adding up. So, okay, so if anybody has some questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments below, and we can, you know what I'm saying? I'll do my best to answer them. Again, sorry I was so late. I know I'm supposed to be on between 6 and 7, but like I said, I was busy. I had to go get some stuff. Oh, your classes are hybrid, business management. I got my bachelor's in is business management, actually. Good evening. Hey Shana, welcome. We so late. I done had this whole live. Yeah, it's cold here right now in Merida. That's the other thing. It was like really hard getting up this morning because it was so cold, and I did not want to get up. It was chilly than I used to. I had to turn my ceiling fans off, everything. Like, I literally was thinking about turning the heat on, but I was like, no, I should wait a little longer. Like, I should give myself a little more time before I start turning the heat on. But I was so cold this morning. Like, I had to put on like real clothes, like real pants and everything to go out in public. I'm not used to that. I need the warm temperature to come back quickly. Using that post 9/11. Yeah. I used the post 9/11 and then I used the Voc Rehab. I used till it was all gone. Like, I remember the counselor even told me, she was like, yeah, at this point, like, you no longer need any benefits. Like, you're done. Like, I never had somebody, she told me no. You know what I'm saying? Like, she told me no. She straight up kicked me off the program. She said, you gotta stop playing with me. I had a new job anyway, but it don't matter. Like, I don't like when people tell me no. She was very rude. That, how many degrees was Dakota? This morning, I think it was like, no, I'm not even about to tell you. I'm not even about to tell you how cold it was, because then you gonna make a joke or something. You gonna try to talk about me because you're gonna say it wasn't that cold, da 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 da. But it was cold to me, and it was cold to Jax. And if it was cold to Jackson, it was cold to me, then it was cold. That's all that matters. At my house, we were cold. Janai was cold too. That's all that matters. Because if I tell you that it was 66 degrees this morning, you're gonna be like, that's not cold. But in fact, it was cold. It was very cold, actually. And it was raining. Let's throw that in there too. It was raining. And it was gloomy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was cold. It was cold, it was rainy, it was gloomy. So therefore it was cold. Just clocked out. Listen. You just clocked out, girl. You could get you a cold cup of water and relax for the afternoon. I be having the stalkers in Merida, so I have to pop in and out. Stalkers? How you get stalkers? Stalkers? Who's stalking you? Tell me who's stalking you, son. No, I'm nosy. That's the temp in Las Vegas right now. I'm cold too. Exactly. But then also in Las Vegas, y'all have that wind, and the wind is also so cold as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, the cold wind, the cold temperature with the wind is a terrible combination. It's really a terrible combination. That's my dog. Women in the Yucatan are aggressive. Like, local women, expat women. What women are aggressive? Charles, you got to say no, Charles. You have to learn to say no to these women, because if you don't say no, then they're gonna take advantage of you. Okay? They gonna touch you inappropriately and treat you bad. Local women. The local women aggressive? I thought they were so sweet. You gotta stop picking the bad ones. You gotta let me help you pick. I'll let you help, I'll help you pick a good one next time. A good, wholesome, loving woman. He looks big. He's not bigger. Oh, you know his hair is probably longer and it's blowed out. It's straight instead of curled. So when it's curled, it looks looks tighter. I don't know. Life in Mexico is very good. Yeah, he's not that big. He is a little heavier than when we moved here. He's probably about 3 pounds heavier than when we first moved here. But that's also because we he was a little more active in the States. I used to jog with him, and since I got here, I don't jog anymore. And I was gonna start jogging here, and we were doing like walks and jogs in the morning for a little bit, but the deers kept scaring me. Like I'm not scared of deers, but it's just they just jump out. They just like pop out whenever, and that scares me. So, I don't know. I feel like if they pop out, I feel like something's chasing them. But then I realize that they don't just always just walk. Sometimes they kind of, gallop a little bit. So yeah, we he didn't pack on a few pounds, but he's still cute. You need you a couple stalkers. Now, Chris, we were just talking about this. Like, why would you need a stalker? I mean, I don't know. Like, and how the local women able to stalk you? You just gotta tell you, just tell them you're gonna be here like different days. Like if you traveling between the 1st and the 10th, tell them that you're gonna be here between the 11th and the 19th. That way they don't know where you at, unless they got air tags in your car or something like that. You just gotta be smart. You just gotta be smart about it. Or get you a fake girlfriend. I'm sure you can find somebody to be a fake girlfriend, and then they'll leave you alone. Once you got a girlfriend, they're not gonna talk to you no more. So just find, a friend, like a homegirl, and and then let them pretend like that's your girlfriend, and then you don't have to worry about the stalkers anymore, because then they'll think like, oh, his girlfriend gonna beat me up. I'm just saying. Oh, thank you. I love red nails. My nails been red probably for about 2 months now. Maybe about 2 months. And when I get them done again, they're gonna be red again. They're probably gonna be red until my birthday, I guess. But yeah, if anybody have any questions, y'all go ahead and drop them in the comment section below. I wouldn't be mad at having a stalker. What? I do not want a stalker. I had a stalker right before I moved here. Literally the day before I moved here. Actually, it was the day I moved out of my apartment. I started receiving these weird messages. Like they were sitting in my parking lot watching me put stuff in my car to take to my storage and Goodwill, and they sent a message, and I was like, and they said something to me, and I can't tell the whole story actually legally probably. So anyway, yeah, but I had a stalker the day before I moved here. So yeah, no, I'm not cool with stalkers. Has the influx of people slowed down? I wouldn't even say that there's an influx right now, because I feel like there's an outflow of people. I feel like there's a large outflow. There's a large outflow of people right now going on, and I think there's a lot of things that goes on with it. I think it's just that time of the year for people to like make their transitions, like the end of the school year, kind of where people start having breaks in work, that they can actually like take some consistent days off and stuff like that. So I do feel like there is a large outflow of people right now. What was that noise? That was the timer. That was the timer on my oven. I have lasagna in the oven for Janai. So yeah, there's this timer. It's weird, ain't it? But I like it though. It also ticks like. And the first time I heard it, I was like walking all over the house, like trying to figure out like what was this ticking noise. It was just the oven. So yeah, I think it's a large outflow of people right now. Now the fake girlfriend's gonna come with real responsibility, but none of the good stuff. You could just pick a friend. That's it. You know, it don't have to be like a serious situation. Just pick a friend. You know what I'm saying? And just you know what I'm saying, y'all just take a selfie together, you know, and then boom, and then be like, oh yeah, listen, my girlfriend crazy. Just tell all the stalkers like, yeah, my girlfriend crazy. She real protective. She mad jealous. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to delete these messages because you know, like she crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? But I love her though, so you know, you just gotta stop talking to me. And then maybe had a girlfriend, like, I don't know, something, you know what I'm saying? You had, you know, women respect the crazy girlfriend because the crazy ones, you know, something wrong with them. You gotta be like, something gotta be wrong with you to just, you know what I'm saying, be going through people's phones and always ready to fight random women. You gotta have like, you gotta be about that life. That's a lot of energy to like really invest in. I'm always down to hang out. I'm looking to be there. I need boots on the ground advisors like you, Tia, Nikki, and Carlos Ross, and other places to help me relocate. There's a lot of people. What other places and what other parts of Mexico are you interested in going to? And I think it's always different for different people. One of the things that I saw in moving here is like there was nobody that I felt like I could directly relate to, you know. And since being here, like a lot of other moms have told me, like, oh, because you are, you know, a single mom, a single parent, like I felt like, okay, with the information that you were giving me and the breakdowns and things like that, I felt like it let me just feel more empowered that I can do it. Which is another reason why I try to be like very transparent on my channel. And I think that like if I was to see like Tia, Nikki, or Cortez Ross, even though I watch both, I still watch both of their channels because they always finding like, you know, just little gems of stuff. I'm not always outside. I'm a homebody. So you know, I like watching other channels because you can find stuff. And but I don't feel like I could relate to them. I used to watch Cortez when he was like yelling at the camera. We used to yell at the camera all the time. I think he still kind of yell at it a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's always different, but you can always find people in different places. And just like Charles said, like spend a little time, like, you know, try, like, you know, if you can take 2 weeks off of work or if you got remote work or something like that, just come and stay here for a little bit and see if you like it. Also, the other thing I think about is you can live anywhere for a year, in my opinion. And I don't know if that's because I was in the military and I moved a little bit, you know, moved around and I always had to like go to trainings and stuff like that. But you know, I feel like you can, you know, thug it out in any situation for a year. Cause even for me, like before when I lived in Alta Brisa, I thought I loved it in Alta Brisa. And then I got here and I'm in the middle of nowhere now and I really, really love it here. Like, and I was like, oh, you know, I felt like a lot of the stress came from being in the city. Like I was just over there picking up some items at my friends and like I hear that milkman, you know, you hear the cow sound and they come through the neighborhood and I'm just like, I do not miss this noise. But on my street used to be the tamale man, the trash man, the milkman, the bread man, the gardeners, the people coming asking for money, you know, just there's so much noise. And then I lived across the street from a park, so once it got to a certain hour of the day, it just got noisy. And I was just like, I can't live like this. And I think it was just like the constant anxiety as well as like, because my kitchen window faced out into the park, like all the time when like I'm washing dishes, which I feel like I do all day, every day. I'm washing the dishes and then it's just like people just like staring, you know what I'm saying? Like just staring in at me like, oh, look, it's the local neighborhood, you know, black lady attraction. So yeah, like just here having a sense of privacy. It just feels so snuggly, and I love it. Interested in relocation to Portugal. Go to PV. PV was our first trip. No, it was our my baby's first trip to Mexico, and it's so nice there. Like it's so nice. There's like, did you join the was it Brothers and Sisters of PV or Black Expats in PV? I don't know. I'm in like two of those. I'm in like two of those groups. I considered moving over there because it's on the West Coast, you know. But I didn't. I thought I wanted to leave Merida over the summer. I thought I wanted to leave. I thought I wanted to go explore, and I didn't want to leave Merida. I just didn't want to live where I was living at anymore. Watching Mexican plans on YouTube to figure out how to work remotely abroad. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Monty's channel is good too. Yeah, and working remote abroad, if you can get a job that's remote, what do you call it? Remote anywhere, that's the goal. But then if you get remote USA, if you get a good VPN set up or whatnot, then you can be good too. You can make it happen. PV's nice. I would go stay for a month before moving. Yeah, a month is a good amount of time. I mean, and the other thing is, even when you come, like my first year here, I feel like I was just kind of like getting settled. Like I felt like you know what I'm saying. Like I feel like I wasn't settled until this time this year, like a year and a half in, is when I felt like, okay, I can like just go do things. The other thing that also is like my improved Spanish has made life a whole lot easier. Like before, the simple things that I think are simple things now were a lot more challenging, as well as like directions and food. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like having to scan all the food, having to scan all the food items in the grocery store to make sure I got the right thing. And it you know what I'm saying? It got real stressful. So going to the store, and then I got dependent on you know what I'm saying? I got dependent on the translator app. I got dependent on the delivery, the food delivery services. I got so dependent on the food delivery services because sometimes it'd be like I don't have the mental capacity to go out and force my brain to learn Spanish, or to, you know what I'm saying, like just go out and like force myself to talk to other people, right? It's because that's the most intimidating part about learning Spanish, is like actually communicating and being okay with messing the words up. Like even like all the time, like I still get like the what do you call it, conjugations, right? I still get them messed up, you know what I'm saying, sometimes. And then we ain't gonna talk about like future tense and past tense. I'm still struggling with all that stuff, but still, like, just having a chance to do it. Like the Uber driver that just brought me back to the house, he was trying to work on his English, I was trying to work on my Spanish, and we were just talking to each other. But it's just like it helps to the more and more you do it, but getting over the mental block of actually speaking to people. So now I'm a lot comfortable, a lot more comfortable, as long as it's not like something too complicated. I'm good. Like I'm good. I feel good going to the store, giving directions, um, picking up things, things like that. I'm okay with it. But before, no, it was a whole thing. And then I was obsessed with my phone battery percentage. I'm still obsessed with my phone battery percentage, but more so to the point because I felt like if I did not have access to translator, I was just gonna be stranded on the side of the road, even though I probably was like in walking distance of my house. But it still felt like that because I didn't know enough. I didn't know enough words. I just didn't know enough words. Like, you know, the simple things. And on top of that, I don't know the measurements here. What's it called? Is it the metric system? Centimeters, kilograms, meters, all that stuff. I don't know. y'all. I still to this day can't figure out how to order the appropriate amount of produce because I'm always putting in like, I don't know, like 300 grams of something and getting a handful of something, and then putting in 300 grams of something else and then getting like too much of it. So it's a learning curve. Like again, I'm almost two. I'm 3 weeks from 2 years. I'm 3 weeks, 4 weeks from 2 years metric system. I'm 4 weeks from 2 years living here, and I still can't figure out how to properly order grapes or anything, anything like individually. So I can't order it. Now I can go buy it, but just ordering it, I can't do that. Even though I know 1 pound equals 1 kilogram equals 2.2 pounds. I know that. Also at the gym, I was lifting weights that I was like, oh my God, why is this weight so heavy? And then when my best friend was here, she was like, oh my God, these dumbbells are just so heavy. Maybe in the US we got the wrong dumbbells. No, it's because we're dumb, okay? They're in kilograms, okay? Not pounds, kilograms. So we in there just looking dumb, thinking that we, the weights in the US is just different. It wasn't. It wasn't. We just didn't, you know what I'm saying? But we know that now though. I'm remote USA, but I'm determined to make it location dependent with message plans, technical guidance. Okay. You should be able to do it. Like if you get the right VPN and all that other stuff, you should be fine. He has a service that you can pay for where he'll help you set everything up, help you, know which right equipment to get and set everything up. Me, I don't have to do any of that stuff because all of my business is based here in Mexico, so I don't need to cloak and daggers anything. But Monty knows the secret. Spent over a month in Ariana. I spent a month in PB twice and a month in Guadalajara. It's not like you on the way to where you need to be. It sounds like you almost there. Also, the other thing is, we were talking about earlier, like the exodus, like people leaving right now. A lot of people in the beginning of the year, they're being asked to come back into the office. I know a lot of federal employees are being asked to return to the office. Joe Biden said, y'all not about to be at home getting your hair done and, making dinner on the clock no more. You need to go back into the office. So a lot of federal employees, they shouldn't have been out of the country anyway, but I ain't no hater. Like a lot of federal employees and state employees, they're asking them to return to the office in January. And I know a lot of businesses are because they couldn't get out of those leases, so they're still paying for office space. And going back to work stimulates the economy. You gotta buy gas, you gotta buy food, you gotta buy work clothes, you know what I'm saying? There's different things like that that get people, to spend more money by going into the workplace. ExpressVPN. I hear ExpressVPN is the best. Although I did hear one story where somebody said they still got caught with ExpressVPN. But then I heard somebody else say in regards to that exact same story that the person did not have it set up correctly. So I don't know. My thing is, if I can go on vacation and still work remote and I'm not doing anything, LOL, anything like this that needs to be in the States, then why can't I work remote? I think it's also the issue with remote work is that technically, if you make a certain amount of money in that country, you need to pay taxes. And so if you're in the country a certain amount of time, you need to pay taxes if it's over a certain amount of dollars. So I don't know. I'm following his advice. I'm just hesitant to drag my equipment abroad to test it out. I know somebody that worked for the federal government and took their equipment to Mexico, and they were using ExpressVPN, and they worked just fine. I look at it like being on vacation for 6 months or 2 years. Nord is good too. I think Nord is the other alternative. I don't think a lot of people use ExpressVPN because they have the Air something router that's recommended for if you want to plug into the VPN, like hardwired into the VPN, opposed to being on like Wi-Fi with the VPN. So I think it's a personal preference type of thing or equipment type of thing, equipment situation. But yeah, I feel you because ain't nobody trying to lose their job. Ain't nobody trying to lose their job to live abroad. Because then how can I live a job abroad if I don't have a job? You know, make it make sense. I get that. And I don't know enough. I don't know enough about it to like recommend anything to anybody. I did have an experience happen, like a friend said I've heard her, you know, work from home situation. That's about all I got. That's all I have. When it comes down to it, I know you need a VPN if you like want to use US based like streaming services and stuff like that. A VPN will help you do that. And also like certain accounts, like certain accounts you need to log in, you need to use like a VPN to cloak it because you need to be in the US. Yeah, I'm just on water today. Tomorrow we got that Beyonce Renaissance thing tomorrow. So I'm gonna be on adult water tomorrow. So I'm just, you know what I'm saying, I'm just chilling. I'm just hydrating myself today because tomorrow I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a few mommy drinks tomorrow. So yeah, water is all it is today. Okay. Anybody else got any more questions before I get off of here? I can get my child ready for bed like an adult. I was supposed to go to the mall. I was supposed to be back home by 5:30, on live by 6, off live by 7, and um at the mall by like 7:30. We're not gonna make it to the mall. I'm gonna have to get up early in the morning. I'm not even feeling that. Adult water? You don't know what adult water is? Adult water is anything kids can't drink. Adult water is anything kids can't drink. It could be soda. It could be, you know, whatever the kids can. Whatever the kids can't have is adult water. You know, whatever your kids can't have, then it becomes adult water. You have some adult water. Say nothing wrong with adult water. Adult water is good from time to time, especially if you just got off work. Oh yeah, you need a little adult water after you've been adulting all day. Yeah, adult water keep you hydrated. Adult, you don't know what adult water is? Uncle Juice. Yeah, Uncle Juice, adult water. And you put it in a mommy cup. You know what a mommy cup is? It's like a to-go cup, you know, like a Stanley cup or something like that. It's a cup. That's what it comes down to. It's just a cup, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just know not to drink. You can't, you know, kids always want a sip. Can I have a sip of this? Can I have a drink of that? You know, you just have to be honest sometimes. Be like, no, I can't. That's a mommy cup. You can't have the mommy cup. And they know what it is. Well, at least my child know what it is. Oh, thank you, Shar. I appreciate that. Yeah, you just gotta be honest with these children. Sometimes you need a little extra. Sometimes the kids will make you need a little extra, whether you know you want to acknowledge it or not. At least my kids will. My kids will definitely. Y'all got y'all Christmas stuff up? I put my Christmas stuff up a week before Thanksgiving, and y'all know why I did that? Because there is no Thanksgiving here in Mexico, so I was able to put my stuff up. You know what I'm saying? Like in Mexico, they don't have Thanksgiving, so everybody says, no, you need to have Thanksgiving before you put the Christmas up there. There's no Thanksgiving here. There's no Thanksgiving. So the Christmas stuff went up a long time ago. Uncle juice. I need to buy a set of those wine glasses that fit a whole bottle. Oh no, oh those get heavy. I feel like those are heavy. It make you feel better when you just have a little sip at a time. A little sip at a time. You don't want to, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be the neighborhood alcoholic. I mean, you could be the neighborhood. I think it'd be hard to be the neighborhood alcoholic here in Mexico, baby, because you can get liquor everywhere around here, except for on Sunday. Except for on Sunday. Okay. Well, we hung out long enough. I hope everybody had a good week. Had a good week. New video dropping tomorrow. New video dropping tomorrow, and then after that, there will be a video dropping every day. There will be a video dropping every day starting December 1st for Vlogmas. So y'all tune in and see how my holiday decor and events and activities will be carrying out. It's only supposed to be a 1 day lag in content, but y'all know how I do. Every day, Vlogmas, every day, December 1st through 25th. And then from the 25th, I'm gonna take a break from the 25th to the 10th of December. I'm taking a little break, break. And I'm not gonna record, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna just enjoy my time, enjoy my vacation, my YouTube vacation. And so I'm going to definitely do that. Oh, the milk and magnesia tip, child, listen. And you know, let me tell you, I don't have my milk and magnesia on, right? I don't have it on. This is my super I keep. But if I had it on, I'm telling you, you always gotta, you know what I'm saying? You always gotta slice it up better. Every day. I'll tune in. Thank you for tuning in. I have to meet you, come through. Definitely December, you said 4th through 8th. That's next week. 4th through 8th. Y'all don't have anything planned? We gotta get together and grab some lunch or something. I don't know. Message me on Instagram. 4th through 8th. When is that? I don't know the days of the week. Let's see if the 1st is Friday. The 1st Friday? Or Saturday? 30 days. That's September, April, June, and November. So 30. So the 1st will be Friday. Second will be Saturday. So it'll be Monday through Saturday. Just message me on Instagram, Charles. We will listen. I have a good time. I Monday through Friday. You could have helped me. You just saw me struggling. You gonna put Monday through Friday. You just saw me struggling. You so late. Yeah, we gonna have a good time. I love to have a good time, child. That is the highlight of my life. You know the crazy thing is I'm gonna be in San Diego on the 10th. I'm gonna be in San Diego on the 10th. So yeah, definitely inbox me on Instagram so we can set that up so I can book my nanny so we can have us a good time because my birthday is on the 10th. That has nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with this. Yep, I'm going to TJ and then I'm gonna try and cross the border. I hear it should be real easy, right? It should be easy. That's what they say. That's the word on the street. So we'll see. Hopefully that's the case. I just need to get on the other side real quick and then come back on and come back on the other side real quick. That's what I need to do. Nope. You go to a dentist in Tijuana? I don't know. I've been thinking about getting veneers. That's not what this talk about. No, they're coming up. Let's see your trip. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think about do you have Century or Global Entry? No, I don't. Is it hard if you don't have Century or Global Entry? That's if you fly into the airport, you can do something, SD Connect or something like that, and you just pay like $14. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's like, what did they say? It's like $14 or something like that to use the Connect CBX. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. You need Global Century. Okay, so the reason why I don't have global entry, because my baby's passport was expiring last year. And then, yeah, it was expiring. So I just needed to get a new passport so that we could do go through the whole global entry thing together, right? Then when she got her passport renewed, we flew back and we never went back. We didn't go we didn't go back. And so then when I went back in July, it was completely unplanned because it just happened and I just moved out of my old place. I found this place, moved out of my old place, and everything happened like quickly. And so next thing I know, I'm back in the States. And then this last time I went back, just the dates didn't line up. But when I go back next year, the beginning of next year, I plan to get our global entry because standing in that line was very ghetto. I did not like it, did not recommend it. 0 stars, actually. Like normally 1 star that I would leave a bad review because it was terrible. So yeah, we definitely need that global entry because when I came back, I went through the Mexicanos line for residents, baby. Let me tell you, you can't tell me I ain't Mexican sometimes. Sometimes that Spanish flow so smooth, and then I walk through the Mexicanos line. Oh, baby, listen, I walked right on through there. There's about 5 of us. Everybody else was going to the I don't know what they call them, the other people line. I don't even know what I don't even know. I don't even consider I don't even focus on that. Child, they went to that other line and I was in and out. But the only crazy thing I had to wait so long for my luggage to come. And my bag was the last bag to come out. My bag was the last bag to come out, but it's okay because I'm Mexican, so it's okay. So life is good. So yeah, I'm gonna try it out. We're gonna see. I know a lot of people say they do TJ for border runs. I'm not doing it for a border. I mean, I have to get to the border because I need to deliver a package across. I have to take some kilos across the border. So I just need to be able to get to the border and then cross and then come right back. Because the way I'm planning it, hopefully it works out, is because I will fly in that morning, cross the border, drop the package, and then come back across the border and fly back out that night. So hopefully it's an easy process. And I gotta take some kilos across the border. I do. I do. Yeah, so hopefully it's an easy process for me and I don't miss my flight and I can come back home. And it's a one day trip. Hopefully it works. We'll see. It'll be on my Vlogmas. So yeah, if y'all see me stranded in TJ with nowhere to go, then y'all gonna figure out how that all came about because I'm a vlog it. That's my goal. That's my goal. I can't believe I'm about to do. And I don't even like people in my life like that. I have no clue how I became a YouTuber. Like I'm a semi-private person, so I don't even know how I became a YouTuber. I live in TK. Oh, that's right. See, look at the universe lining it up. Yeah, I'm be like, Charles, I'm stuck. Come get me. I'm stuck here. I don't even know what to do. But yeah. So we'll see. Charles, hit me up on IG. I think that's it, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out. Sorry I was late. I was out getting some decor, y'all. I gotta make my house a home. I appreciate everybody for watching. I really, really appreciate y'all. I'm like at like 1,600 subscribers now. Like if I can insert the little clapping edit, like yeah, I'm at 1,600 subscribers now, and I think that's great because I never thought I was gonna have that many, but I do, and I'm so happy. And thank you all for watching. Thank you everybody who subscribed. Thank you for everybody who commented, made this night so great. I appreciate you all. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until next time, bye. You're welcome. Okay, I'm logging off now so I can feed you. I'm so sorry.